Hi, this is Mabel's Table, and I am coming back to you with wonderful pillowcase DIY. I'm going to show you this pillowcase. Isn't it pretty? Look at the little rabbits on it. And I'm going to show you how to take this pillowcase right here and turn it into a tier curtain for your kitchen or any window in your home. Isn't that pretty? Look at the little black and white bunnies, and you know I got black and white and stainless steel in my kitchen. So what we're going to do first is, you see this little seam right in here? There's the seam right in there. You're going to take a pair of scissors, and you're going to snip that right there. Snip that little piece of thread right there, okay? And you're going to open this piece up right here, and it's going to be right just like that. See that? You're going to open your scissors up, because I use a razor blade, but I'm getting too old and can't see, so I'm not going to try the razor blade. So I'm just going to do the scissor just like that in that seam. See what I'm doing? Right there in that seam. And it's going to loosen that thread up, and then I'm going to pull it a little bit more, and I'm going to do that a little bit more right in there. Okay? And I loosen it up. Now, when you get it loosened up, you close your scissors back up, and you're going to go in the seam and pull that thread. And there, you got it. Then you open that piece up there, and there you go. You got it going. So what we're going to do is pull that. See how it comes loose? Pull it. And you're going to make sure that you got the back one loose as well, so you don't have a whole lot of fraying. So just cut down to right there to get that one out. And what you're going to do now, just keep going. You're going to take it, grab it like this. See how I got it? And just pull it. Hear that? You're going to keep pulling it till you get down to the end. And you're going to see how you have opened that up like this. And you're going to have some little thread on it like this. See the little thread? Just cut it off. And you're going to go and find the next seam to make it wide. And the next seam to make it wide is going to be right here. That's going to be the seam that makes it wide right there. So now you're going to take your scissors and you're going to go right there in that seam, and you're going to pull that thread. And when you pull that thread, you're going to open that up. You may have to take your scissor just a little bit and give it a hole. Once you do that, you just go on down, opening up that seam. And what I do is, I just take my scissors and go all the way down. You're going to go all the way down until you get that whole seam open up. And it's going to be wide enough for your window. Then you take it right here, see right here, and just grab it again. You hear that? Blop, blop, blop. And there it goes. So now you got you a wide piece of material to make your window. And here you go. And it's already hemmed on the bottom because, see, you had a pillowcase and it's already hemmed on the bottom. See that? So now you just cut off the little tags and the excess thread and cut them off. Okay. Now what we're going to use the heating bond. Ultra Hole Heating Bond. Bond, B-O-N-D. You're going to have an ironing board, your iron, but do not have your iron on steam because this will truly mess this up. Not on steam. Now, you see where you got your, how you got it open? Okay. You're going to have it this way so your rabbits can be either way you want them to be. You can have your rabbits going this way, or you can have your rabbits going this way. Because you want it to go the long way to make that a balance for your kitchen or a bedroom or whatever you want to put that balance at. You got to have it going the way that you want it to go. And these pillowcases are not going the same way because it's a pillowcase. So I have another one here that I have cut open as well. And you see how, now when I turn this one that way, the rabbits are all going that way, and there's the seam right there that it came in. But when I turn this that way, the rabbits are going in the opposite direction. And I have worked with this and tried it every which way but loose. So I'm going to stay. It doesn't matter which way my rabbits are going. I know they're rabbits, but some people want to be correct. Now, if you want to make a short balance, not a long one, your rabbits can be going this way. There you go, like that. But I'm going to do mine the long way, and I'm going to use the heating bond. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, on that heating bond, what you have to do is, let me open the heating bond. I got my iron set on 3, no steam. I'm going to put it up on 4, no steam, and I'm going to open my heating bond. And this is what it looks like when you open it. There's your heating bond. It has a piece of tape on here to show you where it starts. And I'm picking that tape off. My starting point. Let me get it off. There you go. And I always pinch off the first part of my starting part so I won't have a hard time with it. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hem this the way I want it to go. I want it to go this way, so I am going to hem it that way. What I'm going to do now is cut the frayed edges off like this. Cut them frayed edges off. There you go. And I'm going to take my heating bond and I'm going to put it where I want my hem to be. And I want my hem to be right there. I want my hem to be right there. And I like to put mine on the edge of my material right here. Put it right there on the edge. Can you see where I got that at? Right there on the edge. Okay, let me move the camera back so you can see. I got it right there on the edge. And I'm going to iron this right there on that edge. I'm going to iron it. And here we go. And I'm going to just iron that little bitty piece there and set the iron down. And I'm going to make sure it's on there and iron that little piece there. Make sure it's on there. Okay. And you're going to have some little raw edges, so don't worry about those raw edges right now, because you're going to remedy that. So I'm going to keep ironing this on. And you see I still got my heating bun still on here, and I'm putting it on the material and ironing it down. And I'm going to show you what you can do with it in a minute. Once you get to the end, you take your scissors and you cut it. And you're going to go ahead and finish ironing it all the way down. Make sure you press it and iron it down, because you don't want it to mess up when you get ready to do your second pressing. Now your second pressing is this. You're going to grab the end of that. You see this right here, the end of that heating bun? You're going to take that top layer off. You're going to take it off. And it will tear off, so be careful when you're pulling it, because it will tear off. So you're going to grab it again, and you're going to pull it as slowly as you can so you don't mess it up, because it will, I'm telling you, this heating bun, it will tear up. So you just pull it slightly, and you'll see the little sticky part on there, and I'll show that to you in a minute. Let me get this off. This is better than hooking up your big sewing machine and doing this. But personally, I would rather do it on the sewing machine, because I'm done and finished. But I'm showing you a way to do it so it'll turn out just as good. And you know you can wash this heating bun as well, and it'll come out just as nice. See how I'm pulling that off? And can you see that little sticky residue right here? Sticky residue is right there. I don't know whether you can see it. So you take your area and you fold it over like this on the heating bun. Now you're getting ready to make a seam, and you go over it with the iron. And it's going to catch those little frayed edges as well. So you go on over it with the iron. Okay, now that I've showed you what to do, I'm going to go away and finish up these edges, and I'm going to come back to show you the finished product of a tier curtain for your kitchen or your grandkids' room, or whoever you want to put this little rabbit in. It's going to be so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and I'll be back to show you the finished results. Okay, now I've gotten the seams all ironed down, and you see how I made the top seam for the big rod to go through, because I have a great big rod, and I made the top seam, and you see what it did? It's in there. That heat and bond is in there for my rod to go through on this end as well. See how it sealed it? And then you remember on the side, I had to put some on the side. And see what happened to the frayed edges when you put it on the side? They iron down, and they are not visible. So here is one panel of my rabbit curtain. Oh, and I think it's going to look so beautiful hanging up in my kitchen against my silver and black appliances and my white gray walls and my white cabinets. So I have made two tiers, and I'm going to put them across the top and shear them on the rod. You will see these hanging up in my spring house tour. You will see the pillowcase curtains or tiers that I made for my kitchen. Just take a look at that. And I went on and pressed them out so they will look really, really well. This is from a pair of pillowcases. Now, when you get those pillowcases, don't throw them away. It's a lot of things that you can do with your pillowcases. And I am showing you now the tier curtains that I made for my kitchen for springtime with these beautiful little rabbits on them. And I'm just going to iron it down and get it put away until I'm ready to decorate for spring. And I will be showing you what it looks like. And you know what? You can use any color with black and white. You can use yellow. You can use pink, lavender, blue to offset the little black and white. And look at some of my little rabbits even got the gray in it, just like my wall. Don't forget, use your heating bond and cut down the seam the way that I showed you, and you can make yourself some beautiful tier curtains for your bathroom, for your kitchen, or either for your little baby's room or your grandchildren's room. However you want to do it, just don't throw those pillowcases away. You can have some great designs with those pillowcases. This is Mabel's Table saying, don't forget to pray for someone else besides yourself. And always know that God is alive and well, and that this is his world. No war, no vengeance, no nothing can keep you from the love of God. This is Mabel's Table saying, adieu, pillowcase curtains.